By 2021, Las Vegas will be out of water. What if all this water we took for granted suddenly disappeared? Less than 1% of the water in the U.S. is fit for human consumption.
But the thing is, only about 1% of water is actually drinkable.
Of Georgia, Alabama, and Florida, which are experiencing the ever-increasing challenge of balancing water needs during a record drought.
There's two sources of water, and maybe some subcategories of that. One being surface water, which is lakes, rivers, streams. The other category of water is groundwater.
75% of all water we get comes from surface water streams just like this.
These streams are the most susceptible to drought.
Also, 24% of all the water we get comes from underground wells, like this one.
On average, for the full year, it is between 11 and 12 million gallons a day. Now, in the summer, we'll go as high as 21 or 22 million gallons, and in the winter we'll go as low as maybe 6 million gallons.
Mr. Krebs said that on an average day, 12 million gallons of water come through his plant. We live in a town of 30,000, so if you divide 12 million by 30,000, you get 400 gallons a person a day.
We lose a certain amount of water, and it's called unaccounted for water. It's not necessarily wasted in how most people would describe or wasting, like just letting water flow. But we have unaccounted for water due to leaks in our distribution system, meters that don't record accurately, that sort of stuff. And that's the term, unaccounted for water. And it's between 20 and 30% of our water.
Okay, so Mr. Krebs said that we lose 20 to 30% of the water we use. So if an average person uses 400 gallons of water a day, about 80 of those gallons does not make it back into the system. In a town of 30,000, this means we lose 2.4 million gallons a day. 2.4 million gallons is about how much water you'd use if you showered for 300 days straight.
Well, different irrigation practices. We might switch from a typical sprinkler system with spray heads, and we might go to drip irrigation. We can put flow limiters on our showers and on our sink.
Another way to save water is to wash clothes less often. Keep the faucet off when you're brushing your teeth. You always want to fix leaks. A small leak can waste up to 20 gallons a day. You especially want to fix large leaks, as they can waste over 100 gallons a day, even if they're only when you use the faucet.
But you don't have a drop to spare. Toss upon your tempest seas.
We do that. We can recycle the water, for instance, that we might use to wash cars with. Get 2 uses out of it.
An average car wash takes 10 minutes. If you use a hose for this, it'll use about 5 gallons a minute, so it takes at least 50 gallons of water to wash a car. Now if you use a rag and a bucket, it'll take maybe 2 gallons. With that small difference, you just saved 48 gallons. It's choices like this that saves our water.
Like some countries are forced to do, they take their wash water and they keep it, and they'll take and use their wash water to irrigate their plants with after they're done with it.
Well, there's so many things that people can do. Some of the easiest things are turning off the faucet when you're brushing your teeth or shaving, using appliances when they're full.
Like washing machine.
And a dishwasher.
Watering your garden in the evening rather than in the heat of the day.
So water doesn't evaporate while you're watering the plants.
But you don't have a drop to spare.
there's overpumping of groundwater sources. As we get more and more people, we just pump more water out of the ground.
Lake Lanier, which is the reservoir that Atlanta depends on, was 6 weeks from being a mud hole, which is how it was on the front page news of their newspaper. And actually, the governor was leading people in prayer, praying for rain.
I believe everyone should have a right to water because we can't live without water.